Hello, and welcome to this USA Spending tutorial video. This video will show you how to use USA Spending to find previously awarded contracts from the federal government as part of market research for your small business. We'll take 3 steps. First, we'll identify the top industries for federal contracts to small businesses in our state. Second, we'll identify federal contracts with set-asides. Third, we'll identify potential subcontract opportunities from recent contracts. As a reminder, if you are ever unsure of the terms used on the website, you can consult the glossary located under Resources in the main menu. Let's get started. From the main menu, we'll go to Award Search and select Advanced Search. Step 1. We'll identify the top industries for federal contracts to small businesses in our state. For this example search, we'll pretend that we are a small business in the state of Mississippi and we are looking for prime award opportunities. On the Advanced Search page, you'll notice a variety of filter options in the left-hand panel. First, scroll down to the Award Type filter and select both Contracts and Contract IDVs. Next, scroll down to the Location filter and choose the state of Mississippi as the place of performance. I'm choosing Place of Performance rather than Recipient Location because I'm looking for contracts being performed in Mississippi, even if the recipients aren't located in Mississippi. Remember to click Add Filter once you're done. Next, scroll down to the Recipient Type filter. Open the Business filter and select Small Business. Note that if my business is minority-owned, women-owned, or veteran-owned, I can select filters for those categories as well. Now click Submit Search. You'll see the filters that you've selected at the top of the page with your search results below. Now go to the Categories tab. You can use the drop-down options to see various top spending categories for contracts to small businesses in Mississippi. You can see the top agencies that award contracts for work in Mississippi. You can see the top recipients for contracts for work in Mississippi. You won't see any data for assistance listing or CFDA program because this element only applies to assistance awards such as grants, but you can see top spending by industry for contracts for work in Mississippi. There are 2 types of industry codes. The Product or Service Code, or PSC, categorizes the type of product or service that the contract provides. The North American Industry Classification System, or NAICS, tells you the industry of the work. After reviewing the top spending industry categories, you can add them to your filters on the left if you want to narrow your search. For this example, let's pretend that our business has construction expertise. I see the NAICS code for commercial and institutional building construction, 236220, is among the top contract spending categories, so I'm going to enter the NAICS code 236220 into the NAICS code filter and submit search again so that my search is narrowed for this industry only. Step 2. We'll identify federal contracts with set-asides. Using our existing search, scroll down to the Type of Set-aside filter and expand all options. Set-asides are a way for the federal government to prioritize certain types of small businesses. You'll need to research these types of set-asides to determine which ones are applicable to your business. I'll select a few common ones. 8A set-asides, Hub Zone Small Business set-asides, Women-Owned Small Business set-asides, and set-asides for service-disabled veteran-owned small businesses, as well as set-asides for veterans. Make sure to click Submit Search once you're done selecting your set-aside filters. Your search results will update to show only contracts for small businesses with any of the selected set-asides. You can sort your results in the End Date column by clicking the bottom arrow to see which contracts will be ending soon, which may indicate an opportunity to recompete for that contract. Step 3. We'll identify potential subcontract opportunities from recent contracts. For this new search, we are looking for large awards with remaining funds to be obligated for subawards. Thus, we'll need to remove the filters for set-asides, since set-asides are for small businesses and not large businesses that are more likely to have large awards with subaward opportunities. Likewise, we'll need to remove the filters for recipient type small business. Next, I'll scroll to the award amount filter and enter $750,000 as the minimum amount for the award. Contracts above this amount are required by law to have a subcontracting plan. Once I'm done, I'll submit my search again. Now I'll look at the Table tab. These are all the contracts for construction work in Mississippi with award amounts above $750,000. Click on the bottom arrow in the Start Date column to sort this list based on the most recent start date for the contract. These newer contracts are more likely to have subcontract opportunities. Now that you've found some contracts with potential subcontract opportunities, you can reach out to the contract's recipients to inquire about their subcontracting plans. Thank you for watching this USA Spending tutorial video. Visit us at USAspending.gov to see federal spending transparency in action. As always, you can send us an email at usaspending.help@fiscal.treasury.gov to give feedback or ask questions about the data on the website. We look forward to hearing from you.